up, YouTube? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth, and I am back with you today to give you my review of the 2007 film, Carved, the Split-Mouthed Woman. It's too much energy. If you're new to my channel, remember to click that subscribe button. I do a couple of these things every week. Carved was written by Naoki Yokata and Koji Shiraishi. It was directed by Koji Shiraishi, starring Eriko Sato, Hirooki Kato, and Chiharu Kawai. They sound Irish.
屋根の秘密基地にさらった子供を隠している。誰なんですか、あの人。
さっきこの目で見てkuchisake女の正体だと確信しました。
首を切れ。首を切り落とさないとまた生き返ってお前を殺すよ。
kuchisake onna.
So this movie is about a split-mouthed woman, or the ghost of a split-mouthed woman, kidnapping and killing children, while some of those children's parents, a teacher, and the split-mouthed woman's son try and stop her. In a nutshell, that's pretty much what this movie is. I typically really enjoy Asian horror movies, but I really didn't care for this one, which is a pretty big letdown. I saw this movie, the reason that this movie was even on my radar is I saw that this movie was listed on several of the most disturbing movies ever lists and scariest Asian horror lists, and several of those different types of lists I saw on YouTube, and this movie was on there. So I was actually thinking that this movie was going to be pretty good, and I just didn't think that it was. This movie is actually listed as Asia Extreme, but this movie by no means was extreme. I mean, I guess it was pretty ballsy that they killed a couple of kids in this movie. They really didn't show it. They sort of showed it, but just camera angles and so forth, you really didn't see it. You just were given the impression that that was what was going on. So it was more insinuated than it was actually shown. But this movie by no means was extreme. It had a few scenes of pretty crappy and lame CGI in it. And as far as practical effects go, they were pretty non-existent, with the exception of the practical makeup that they did on the split-mouthed woman, which is actually pretty striking. It was pretty cool. I think that if they used her better, if they presented her in a more striking way, I guess, or more dominant way, I think that this movie would have been better. But it seemed like when she would show up, she would basically she would stand there holding a pair of scissors, and she would pick up children and throw them on the ground, and she was just pushing people over. It didn't really, you got the image of this woman with her mouth split with like different color contacts in, and she could have been so much more, I'll put it that way. And I have to say that falls on the director. I mean, the look of the girl, the split-mouthed woman, if you will, the look of her was there, but I just think that it was bad directing. She just wasn't utilized correctly. Honestly, I really don't know what else to say about this. There's really not, I can't even say that I could pick the bones of this movie, because these bones didn't really have very much meat on them to begin with. I think the idea was pretty cool, but the execution of this reasonably good idea, it was just very lacking. This movie is not as advertised. It is not extreme. It is not gory or bloody. It is not disturbing. It just is a very poorly executed good idea, if you get what I'm saying. So Carved, 2007. Pretty cool killer. Pretty neat idea. Very poor execution. Very boring movie. I wouldn't even bother. Have you seen this flick? Did you find it as boring as I did? Where does it stack up against other Asian horror movies in your opinion? Leave me some comments down below and let's talk about it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and you have been enjoying my content up to this point, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, have a kick-ass day, and thank you for watching. Later, folks.